each other since we were 17 years old. You've heard my secrets, held my hand when things got cold. I never thought that friendship could turn into something more, until the night I looked at you and saw what I was searching for. You called me up at midnight when your heart was feeling low. I stayed up listening, never wanting you to go. Through all your failed relationships, I stood there by your side, never telling you the truth, the feelings that I tried to hide. I'm scared to tell you what I feel, scared to lose what we have built. 10 years of friendship, and I don't wanna feel the guilt of ruining something perfect just to chase a foolish dream. But every time I'm next to you, it's stronger than it seems. You're the best friend I fell for, the one I never planned, the love that crept up slowly, the one I don't understand. How something built on friendship became my deepest need. You're the best friend I fell for, and now my heart won't bleed. We used to laugh for hours about the silliest little things. Now every laugh feels different, now every moment sings a song I never noticed, a rhythm I ignored, until I realized my best friend was someone I adored. I watched you fall for others, watched you get your heart broken twice. I always said the right words, always gave the right advice, but deep inside I wondered why it wasn't me who'd choose, why I stayed silent all those years, afraid that I would lose the friendship that we built up brick by brick and year by year. I was scared that speaking honestly would make it disappear, but silence has its own risk too, its own quiet kind of pain, of watching someone that you love and staying just the same. You're the best friend I fell for, the one I never planned, the love that crept up slowly, the one I don't understand. How something built on friendship became my deepest need. You're the best friend I fell for, and now my heart won't leave. Last night you called me crying, said you didn't know your worth. I told you that you're everything, told you what you're worth on earth. And somewhere in that moment, something shifted in the air. You looked at me a little longer, like you finally saw me there. I almost said it then and there, the words stuck in my throat. Instead I drove back home that night and wrote you this whole note about the years of friendship, about the love that grew unseen, about the best friend that I fell for, about what this all could mean. I know this changes everything, I know it's a risk to take, but staying quiet forever feels like a bigger mistake than telling you the truth right now and letting you decide if what we have could turn to more, or if I should hide. You read my letter slowly, sitting on your bedroom floor. Then you called me up crying, said you'd felt it too and more. You said you'd wondered many nights if I could ever see that the best friend that you'd fallen for was standing next to me. So here we are admitting what we both had kept inside. 10 years of careful friendship and a love we tried to hide. Now we're standing at the edge of something new and true. The best friendship of my life became the best love too. So here's to every late night call and every silly joke. Here's to every moment where the truth almost broke through the walls we built around us, through the fear we couldn't face. You're the best friend that I fell for, and now love has found its place. You're the best friend I fell for, the one I always had, the love that crept up slowly, the best thing and the best I've had. How something built on friendship became the truest need. You're the best friend I fell for, and now we're finally free. The best friend I fell for was here all along. became my greatest song. "20 years ago today, I slipped a ring upon your hand. Two young fools in love completely, with no map, no plan. We didn't have much money then, we didn't have much space, but we had something greater. We had love and we had grace. I remember our first apartment, the one with the broken heat. We'd huddle close together, laughing at the cold, the sleet. We thought that we had nothing, but looking back I see we had everything that mattered. We had you and we had me. 20 years of mornings, waking up beside your face. 20 years of coffee, of finding our own place in this crazy world together, through the hard times and the good, through the birth of every child, through every misunderstood. 20 years together, and I choose you every time. 20 years of growing older, 20 years of your hand in mine. Through the storms and through the sunshine, through the laughter and the tears. 20 years together, and I'm grateful for these years. I remember when we lost my father, how you held me through the pain. I remember when the doctor said our son might not remain, but we prayed together, cried together, held on through it all, and watched him grow up strong and healthy, watched him stand up tall. There were nights we nearly broke apart, there were words we wish unsaid. There were years when love felt distant, when we questioned what's ahead. But we chose each other daily, chose to fight instead of flee, chose to build a life together, chose our family, you and me. 20 years together, and I choose you every time. 20 years of growing older, 20 years of your hand in mine. Through the storms and through the sunshine, through the laughter and the tears. 20 years together, and I'm grateful for these years. Our kids are grown now, moving on to build their own new lives, but I still see you as that girl who became my loving wife. Your hair has silver in it now, my hands have grown a little worn, but the love we've built is stronger now than the day that we were born. Into this family, into this life, into this endless devotion. I never dreamed that 20 years could hold this much emotion. Every wrinkle on your face tells a story I hold dear. Every year has been a gift, every single passing year. I look at younger couples now, so full of hope and fire. I wanna tell them love's not just the feeling of desire, it's choosing every single day to stay and work it through. It's 20 years of learning how to keep on loving you. So here's to every anniversary, here's to every year we've shared, here's to every year we've shared, here's to every quiet moment where we showed each other that we cared. Here's to loving you. And when we're old and gray and sitting on our porch someday, I'll still remember this exact moment. I'll still have this to say, that 20 years was just the beginning of a love that wouldn't end. That you're still my greatest partner, still my lover and my friend. 20 years together, and I choose you every time. 20 years of growing older, forever your hand in mine. Oh, through every single season, through the laughter and the tears. 20 years together, here's to 20 more years. 20 years together, and forever still to come. 20 years together, you're my home, you're the one. I met her on a summer trip 1,000 miles from home. She spoke in words I barely knew, but her eyes I understood. We had 3 weeks together on a coastline painted gold. Then a flight took her away from me to a life I'd never known. She lives beneath a different sky, where the seasons run reversed. Her mornings are my midnights, her hello is my goodbye first. We talk through screens at strange hours, catching pieces of the day. Two hearts across a spinning world, too many miles away. Her mother doesn't trust me, doesn't know my kind of man. Her father asks her nightly, does he understand our land? I don't speak her mother tongue, I don't know her family's ways, but I know the way she laughs at dawn, and that's enough some days. They say that love needs closeness, needs a hand you're holding tight, but I've held her through a screen glow on so many lonely nights. Distance doesn't measure love, though the world would have you think some rivers just run wider before they reach the brink. I learned to say I love you in the language of her home, stumbled through the vowels softly over static, alone. She laughed so hard she cried that night, said you'll get there, just wait. Love doesn't need it perfect, love just needs you don't give up. I saved for 8 months straight now, every dollar, every dime, for a ticket across the ocean, for a border, for the time to stand in front of her at last, not through a glowing screen, but close enough to hold her hand and know that it's not a dream. Her culture's not my culture, and her customs aren't my own. I've had to learn to bow my head to eat food I've never known. But love don't ask for sameness, love just asks you show up whole, willing to learn a different world for a single steady soul. The visa took forever, stacks of papers, waiting rooms, officers who couldn't understand why a heart insists, presumes that a love this far can matter, that it's worth the fight, the wait. But I've seen it in her letters, and I know it isn't fake. Her sister wrote me one time, said she cries here every day, staring at old photographs of the man so far away. I wrote back, tell her I'm the same, tell her I'm still holding on, tell her oceans can't erase what two hearts have built upon. There's a kind of love that's easy, love that's down the road next door. There's another kind that's harder, love you have to fight and more. Love across the ocean tests you in ways closer love won't dare. But if it holds through all that distance, you'll know that it's really there. The day the visa finally came, I didn't sleep a wink. Booked the flight with shaking fingers, stood there at the airport brink. 20 hours in the air now, crossing time zones, crossing seas, flying toward the only thing that ever brought me peace. She was standing there, waiting past the gate, past customs line, in a dress I'd never seen her wear, but a face I'd known each time. We didn't speak a single word, just held on tight and long. Every mile we'd ever traveled led us to that moment's song. Now we live between two countries, half a year on either shore, building bridges out of love now that the ocean can't ignore. Some folks say that love's supposed to be convenient, close and near, but we crossed an entire ocean just to hold each other here. Love across the ocean, wider than the sea. Every mile that stood between us made us who we'd come to be. Distance couldn't break us, time zones couldn't steal. Love across the ocean turned out to be real. Love across the ocean brought me to your shore. Love across the ocean, I'd cross 1,000 more.
Daddy stood there on the porch, arms crossed, eyes like stone, said, "You're not welcome in this family, better leave her alone." I looked him straight back in the eye, didn't flinch, didn't bend, said, "Sir, I love your daughter, and that's not gonna end." My own mother wouldn't speak to me for the better part of a year, said, "You're throwing away everything for a love that won't stay clear." I told her, "Mama, I appreciate the life you gave to me, but this is my heart beating and I got to let it be." They said we came from different worlds, different sides of every line, different church, different color, different way of raising kids in time. They said it'll never work between you, society won't allow. I said I don't need permission, I just need her here and now. We got married in a courthouse, just the two of us that day. No family in the pews there, no one giving her away. Just a stranger as our witness and a judge who barely cared. But I never felt more certain than the vows we shared. Whispers follow close behind us everywhere we tried to go. Small town eyes and small town judgments, small town hearts too slow to grow. But we held our heads up higher, walked together hand in hand, let them talk about our love, and we had made our final stand. Her brother came around eventually, said, "I still don't understand, but you make her happy, brother." And I guess that's where I land. It took years to earn that softening, one relationship at a time. But some doors stay closed forever, no matter how you climb. Oh, oh, oh. We lost some friends along the way there, lost some family ties for good, lost the easy road we could have taken if we'd done what they said we should. But I gained a love that's real now, gained a partner, Gained a friend, gained a life that I chose freely, not one they said we had to spend. There were nights we questioned everything, nights the weight got hard to bear. Wondered if the love was worth it, wondered if life was fair. But we'd look at one another in the dark, in the quiet room, and we know we choose each other every time we choose it soon. 5 years passed and we had children, and something shifted, slow but sure. My mother showed up at our doorstep, said, I can't stay angry anymore. She held her grandson for the first time, tears rolling down her face. Said I was wrong to make you choose. Love shouldn't need a case. Her father came around much later, harder man, much prouder still. But even mountains crack from weather, even iron bends its will. He shook my hand at Christmas dinner, didn't say a word at all, but I saw something soften in him, saw the finally letting fall. Not everyone came back around us, some doors never did reopen. Some choose their pride over their family, some choose bitter over hoping. But I don't regret a single choice made, standing firm against the tide. Cause the love we built together was worth every burned bridge, every side. Oh, I tell my children now the story of the day I took her hand against the wishes of the ones who couldn't seem to understand. I tell them love's not always easy, love sometimes costs you dear, but love that's worth the fighting for will still be standing here. So if you're standing where I stood once, world against you closing in, know that love that's true and steady is a battle worth the win. Some will leave you, some will judge you, some will never understand, but the ones who choose to stay through it, that's your family, that's your stand. Against their wishes, against the odds they gave, against their wishes, I chose the love I'd say. They said it wouldn't last here, said it wouldn't see the light, but against their wishes, we made it through the fire. Against their wishes, we built a life so true. Against their wishes, I'd still choose you. My mother said, you're wasting your youth here, waiting on a ghost. My sister said there's other men, ones who wouldn't leave the coast. But I didn't marry for convenience, didn't promise for a while. I promised for forever, and forever's worth the trial. There were nights the silence swallowed me, no letter and no call. Nights I wondered if I'd made a foolish choice, a mistake, that's all. But I'd walk out to that garden, kneel down underneath the stars, and I'd find my strength renewing in a faith that's carried far. I took in work to keep us going, sewing dresses, keeping house. Never asked for help or pity, never once let out a grouse. Cause a woman's strength ain't in the waiting, it's in the way she holds it all together, steady through the winter, standing tall.
turned to 7 slowly, 7 turned to 9 and 10. Neighbors whispered I was crazy, waiting for a man. And then something in me never wavered, some conviction, some deep truth, that love like ours don't end in silence. Love like ours survives the proof. I taught my daughter what real love means, not the fairy tale they show. Told her love's not always easy, sometimes love's a road to hoe. But if you find a love worth waiting for, don't let the whispers steal your peace. Some things worth having take some patience. Some things worth having ask for faith. I remember the day the letter came, after years of not a word. Said, I'm coming home, my darling. And I swear my heart had stirred like it hadn't stirred in ages. Like the waiting all made sense, like every prayer I'd whispered nightly finally found its recompense. I put on the dress he loved, once faded now, but still my best. Stood out on that same old station, hands upon my chest. Watched the train come slowly rolling, watched the doors, watched every face, till I saw him step down slowly, and I ran to his embrace. He held me like no time had passed there, held me like the day we met. Said, I'm sorry for the waiting, and I said, don't you forget that a woman's love ain't measured by the ease or by the speed. It's measured by the staying, by the faithful, patient seed. Now the children have their own kids, and they ask me how I knew that the man who left that station would come back to love so true. I tell them faith's not certainty, it's choosing hope instead. It's believing in the good in someone, even in the silence, in the dread. So if you're the one left waiting, standing strong through doubt and fear, know that patience isn't weakness, know that love that's real stays clear. I'm the woman who kept waiting, and I do it all again, 'cause a love worth all that waiting is a love that never ends. I'm the woman who waited through the silence, through the years. I'm the woman who believes still, through the doubting, through the fears. They said love like mine was foolish, said I'd waited far too long. But I'm the woman who waited, and I waited strong. The woman who waited found her faith was worth the cost. The woman who waited never once was
The suitcase sat there by the door, packed and waiting since the dawn. Your ticket printed on the counter for a train that can't wait long. But the radio was playing softly, something slow and something sweet. And you reached your hand out toward me, said, just one dance before we part. So I took your hand in silence, pulled you closer than before, wrapped my arms around your waist there, right beside the open door.
Your head fell soft against my shoulder, and we swayed there slow and small, trying to hold 100 moments in the time we had it all. The clock kept ticking louder than I'd ever heard it tick. Every second felt like sand now, slipping through, running quick. But I closed my eyes and held you, tried to freeze this fleeting scene, tried to store away your heartbeat for the months of in-between. You whispered, I'll write letters, said I'll call you when I can. 2 years isn't forever, said please try to understand. I nodded with my throat tied tightly, couldn't trust myself to speak, just held on a little tighter, felt your tears against my cheek. We danced across the kitchen, past the boxes, past the clock, past the calendar that circled the day your ship would dock, past the fear of all the changes that this distance might create. Just two hearts inside a moment, refusing yet to separate. Promise me you'll wait for me, you said with trembling voice. Promise me this ain't the ending, said promise me we've still got choice. I pulled back just enough to see you, looked you deep into your eyes, said I'll wait through every season till you're back beneath these skies. The song was nearing its ending, and the taxi idled outside, but we kept on slowly swaying, kept the moments, kept the tide from pulling us apart too early, from the goodbye waiting there. Just a boy and girl in a kitchen, lost inside a slow, sad prayer. You touched my face so gently, said remember how this feels. Remember this right here, this dance when distance tries to steal. The certainty we're holding in this quiet fading song. Let it carry you through waiting, till the day I'm coming home. The taxi driver honked now, said the flight would not delay, but you held on one more moment, said don't let me walk away, not yet, not yet. Just one more turn now, one more verse, one more line. Let me have this final closeness before the missing starts in time. I walked you to the taxi with your suitcase, with your fear, held the door as long as I could, wishing I could hold you here. But some loves require some distance, some paths ask you walk alone. So I kissed you slow and certain, said I'll be right here at home. 2 years came and slowly crawled by, letters, phone calls, empty bed. Nights I danced alone, remembering every word that we had said. But I kept that promise burning, kept it lit through every mile, kept that kitchen dance inside me, kept it through the waiting while. When you finally came home, walking through that same old kitchen door, I pulled you close and turned the music to the song we danced before. And we swayed there slow and certain, no more distance, no more fear, just the ending of that promise. Now that you were